Un aplauso para mami y papi, porque en verdad rompieron.
Good morning everyone, my name is Hani, I'm your reporter for today. Welcome to our economic news report. Today, we will discuss an important economic issue which is inflation in Spain, focusing on the transportation sector. Inflation is a situation where the general price level of goods and services increase over a period of time. When inflation happens, the purchasing power of consumers decreases because people need to spend more money to buy the same goods and services. Recently, Spain has experienced change in inflation rates, and one of the sectors that has been strongly affected the transportation. The increase in transportation costs has affected consumer business and the overall company. Today, we will explore the causes, impacts, and possible solutions regarding transportation inflation in Spain.
Hello everyone, my name is Emilia. I am now reporting from Spain, where many citizens are experiencing the effects of increasing transportation costs. Transportation is an important part in daily life because people depend it to travel to work, school, and complete their daily activities. When transportation price increase, it can create a chain effect where the price of other goods and services may also increase. So now, I would like to talk with a Spanish citizen about how inflation affects their daily life.
Hi, Minnie.
Yes? Sorry for disturbing. Would you mind if I ask you a few questions for an interview?
Oh, sure.
Alright. Hello, Maya.
Hello.
Can you share how inflation has affected you as a consumer?
Yes, inflation has affected my daily life because the cost of living has increased. Like, one of the biggest challenges is transportation costs. The price of fuel and transportation service has become more expensive compared to before. For example, like I need to spend more money to travel to work every day. Because of this situation, I have to manage my budget carefully and reduce spending on unnecessary things.
So, do you think transportation inflation has affects your purchasing behavior?
It does. Because when transportation has become more expensive, I have less money available for another things. Like I need to prioritize essential expenses such as food, bills, and transportation. Many people may also change their behavior. For example, by using public transport more often or reducing unnecessary travel.
Alright, Miss Maya, thank you for joining us.
Okay.
And thank you for your precious time.
Alright.
Okay, bye-bye. Alright everyone, so transportation played an important role in the economy, and managing inflation in this sector is necessary to protect consumers and support economic growth. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you and bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Hani. I'm a reporter. So, to understand this issue from economic perspective, we have an economist with us today. Can you explain why transportation has become one of the most sectors affected by inflation in Spain?
Okay, hi, my name is Oye. I think transportation is highly connected with energy price, especially fuel price. When fuel price increase, transportation companies experience higher operating costs such as vehicle maintenance and fuel expenses. To cover this increasing costs, companies may increase transportation price. This directly affect consumer.
Okay, thank you. And my second question is, how does transportation inflation affect the economy?
Okay, transportation inflation can create a wider impact on the economy. When transportation costs increase, businesses also face higher costs to move goods and products. For example, companies need to pay more for delivery and logistics. These higher costs may be transferred to consumer through higher product prices. As a result, inflation can reduce consumers' purchasing power and create uncertainty for businesses.
So we can see that transportation inflation does not only affect individuals, but also businesses and also economic activity.
Yeah, exactly. Transportation is a key sector in the economy. If transportation costs continue increasing, it can influence other industry as well.
So what can the Spanish government do to control this issue?
Okay. There are several strategies that can be implemented. Firstly, the government can provide support or subsidies for public transportation to reduce the burden on citizens. Alright, secondly, the government can manage energy-related costs because fuel price have a strong relationship with transportation costs. Besides that, appropriate fiscal and monetary policies are important to control inflation and maintain economic stability.
Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for joining us.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, that concludes our economic report about inflation in Spain.
Alright, so transportation plays an important role in the economy, and managing inflation in this sector is necessary to protect consumers and support economic growth.
Thank you for watching.